Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another stream, and by everyone, I mean all 0 viewers, because that's the way we roll. Okay, anyhow, today we are once again in temporary title Homeland. Today we're going to be working on exporting the system that I've been working on here. We're going to make this into a common event so that way, I don't have to call it every single time, you know? So that should be good. Um, yeah, I think that's. Oh yeah, right. Obviously, um, after we're done doing that, because I anticipate that taking, you know, 45 minutes at the most, and then we should be okay. Um, After that, we've got 5th grade adventures, Cluefinders, um, and yeah, another great game from my childhood, and more importantly, should give us a little more inspiration for the puzzles, because that is one thing that I'm kind of stuck in a rut about this game right now. Like I don't have ideas for very many puzzles. So, yeah, if you have any ideas, let me know as soon as you possibly can. I will make quick work of them, probably. I will jot them down for later. Um, the other thing, I guess, is, yeah, questions, comments, whatever. Especially questions. I love getting questions. Put them in the chat. I gesture to my other screen because that's where I see them. They're right there for me. I will get to them as soon as I see them. And if I'm not mistaken, okay, maybe I am mistaken. I was under the impression that there's a little widget thing here. Can I... Why does it... Why does it not work? You know? Hmm. Hmm. Okay, well. Looks like I don't know. Let's try it one more time. Nope. Okay, well, I was under the impression that would work and it doesn't, so I'm not sure what to say to that. Other than that kind of sucks. Well, moving right along. Okay, so first things first, we gotta clean this up. So number one, this break loop, 0 point to it. There's no, that was just me trying things out. Number two, let's uncomment this input clear here, because it's actually gonna do what I want it to do, except not in the way I want it to do it. Someone left me a tip, but I also found this independently. Yeah, it doesn't quite work like I'd wanted it to, um, which is unfortunate. I'll show you it real quick, but yeah, it is a shame that it doesn't work. Okay, here we go. Cannot sing that song. Okay, here we go, finally. Took ages to boot up. Okay, new game. Good, sound is working. Hello, DC Neos. How's it going? Haven't the slightest, foggiest clue who you are, but it's good to see you here. Alright. Works as intended, at least if you tap it very briefly, if you don't, let's just go back to the menu, title, yes, precisely, new game. If I hold it down, you can see it just instantly triggers the next page, which is not what I'd wanted, which is unfortunate, but I don't really see a way around it. Which means that, this is my game. It's going under the working title of Homeland. I'm hoping to work on it with a couple of friends of mine. It's based very loosely off of the logical journey of Zumbinis, which I'm holding upside down, and also combining some of the puzzle aspect of that with the city building of Sid Meier's colonization. And later on in stream, we're going to be using 5th grade adventures to sort of look for more of the puzzle ideas, basically. But right now, we're working on getting this to work. Right. He preempted what I assumed would be his question. So right now we're working on the core system that basically switches characters. So I'll show you once again very quickly. The idea is that you have a certain number of players in a party. I assume you're probably familiar. I assume you're probably familiar with the engine already. But if you're not, there's I think I have 8 members in a party. For some reason you can't see them all, and you can switch between them. So I have created a command that allows you to scroll through your party and select who's who. Then we want to create a common event, because we're going to be using this a lot of the time, and we're going to be, every time you go to certain events, which of course we will be manually selecting, you can just go to that event, activate it, and now the player will be transferred into that event, and then the idea is that you can then get them back. Okay, that's new. Okay. Well, that was unexpected. That's a little bit worrisome. Let's give that a second go. So that was the hooded fellow. Okay. Yes, this one. Okay, so far so good. Character 0. Cannot read property is alive of null. Character 0? Why does it return character 0? This is interesting. Sort of that idea, except that we want to be able to put our characters into an event and then take them back out. Yeah, and in this way you can sort of store them temporarily on the map, and then of course later take them back into your party and do useful things. So should return. Interesting. Okay, let's try this again. So, yep, index file. Okay. So this does not work as intended. Does it do the same thing with other characters, though? Yeah, once again, any questions, I love answering questions, even if... Okay, so far so good. That doesn't work. Great. Okay, so we know that it doesn't work with that fellow, but does it work with other? Because it definitely works with that one. Character 0. Once again, returns character 0. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I do love answering questions, so yeah, if you have any questions, I am more than happy to explain. It's one of the few things I sometimes pride myself. Character 0, that's... Okay, does it just not work for any of them? The joys of debugging. Character 1, so it works for him. Character doesn't work for her. Okay, so it's not getting the correct character number here. That's good. Need like a printout. Let me pull up my handy dandy reference materials here. You know, who doesn't love a good reference material? And hopefully that will allow us to debug this a little bit. But evidently this is going to take longer than I expected it to. Yup, we'll go there. Files, let's start here. Okay, no, that's show text. Okay. Cool. Carry that to second window. Slip that there. Okay. Cool. That's what I want to do. Game message. Game message dot add. Okay. We'll just print I. We'll see how many it goes through. Because that should give us a good idea of what's actually going on here, hopefully. Though I'm not sure it will work as intended, because... Oh, good lord, if it could only be that simple. Okay. So far, so good. It got to 6, 7. So I should have... 1, 2... We got to 7, and then quit. But it should have stopped at 2. Curious, 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 curious. So... Well, I suppose the next question is... All right. Oh no, Cancel that, cancel that. There's never enough space. And then we want to add but it's only going to want to add one there. We want to add another game message dot add. And here's where things get a little bit tricky. So in order to compare, I should add a... So it's checking against variable 13. So we want to check against 13. Yes, save changes to the game. Okay. Actor 1. Oh, I suppose I should actually boot up my files. Here we go. Characters. Actor 1. Okay, so far so good. Actor 1. Okay. So that's a match, which is exactly what we want to see. Now the question is, does it work the same way if we use somebody else? Actor 1, Actor 1, Actor 3, Actor 2, Actor 1, Actor 1, Actor 1, Actor 2, Actor 3. So it correctly found each of the actors, which is good, but it did not correctly find the person, which is not good. Which means now we want to check this bit. So we'll take that away. And in this sub loop, except instead of character name, we want, is it index? Character index. Character index. Okay. And now we'll see. I want this to be 14. Yes. So far, so good. Zero, zero, zero. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Character 7. So it didn't find 7. Although, to be fair, I might have just misscripted that. Actually, I think I did misscript it. Okay. Let's try that. See if it makes any difference. Because it should stop, hypothetically. It should stop if we have a match of both of them. 1, 0, 1, 0. And does that align with what we know for... No. No, that should be 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, is that the issue? Have I done this wrong? Do I have my indexing incorrect? There's actually a good way for us to figure that out. Okay, it's real confused. So new game, and we'll just try it with this fellow. 1, 0. Character 0. Well. I have a feeling that... You know what? I'm not sure that I do have a feeling. Let's try it. Less than or equals 8. Make sure it runs the correct loops. Huh? Okay, let's just try it. Thank you for sticking around so long while I try to figure out what the heck is going on here. Hello? Well, it's just frozen up. That's fantastic. That's new as well. Not sure what's going on there. Did I accidentally create an infinite? I don't see how I could have done that because it definitely has a loop ending condition. And yet it seems to have, is it F8? 9? Okay, well. That is well and properly buggered. Well and properly messed up. Okay, let's try it this way. We'll try removing the else statement and seeing if that makes a difference. We're also going to set this back to 7. Because I don't know why, but it didn't seem to like having 8. Possibly because it shouldn't exist. Save changes to game. See, I thought I had a marvelous and elegant little solution here. 1, 0, character 0. Okay, good. So far, that still works. But if we switch to this one, so what is it actually testing? I need to remind myself what those roles are. Okay, message. The character index. Oh, I wonder if there's some sort of conflict in the loops here. That's probably what it is. Okay, so which of these characters doesn't rely on... No, still actor 1. Still actor 1. Is there an actor... Anyone on actor 2? Actor 1. Actor 1. Actor 1. Actor 1. Actor 3, okay. Let's see if it picks up that they're a different actor. Character... Not character index, but character name. Oh, I probably need semicolon in here. Maybe they're not necessary, but they're certainly not gonna hurt. Yes, okay. And now we wait for it to boot, because apparently it's struggling with that. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. Just what I always wanted. Okay, it really seems to, hello? Hello, hello? This is somewhat worrisome. It won't even start the game. That's always a great sign. Which there are never any problems. Okay, let's... Okay, let's just try... Oh, it's already running. That's why. Okay. Well, I look like a fool. Now you get to see my messy desktop. Joy. Well, if I can't figure this out shortly, or in some more entertaining fashion, then perhaps it will be time to give up for the night, on this at least, and figure out if I can get Cluefinders to work in a nice... That's not what I thought you were doing. Okay. Okay, for some reason it didn't change this. Okay. Character name. Okay. Okay, so we don't need to add I, but we should add J. Okay, and we'll see if that works. Yes, save the changes. Please save the changes. Okay. New game. Actor 1. Yes. Okay. So far, so good. Wait, did it... It still got stuck on him, didn't it? Hold on. Hold the phone here. Hold the phone. Does it just not work for any of them? Yes. Okay, now we're well and truly. So this entire system is broken. Great. Well. Well. Huh. I wonder if that has anything to... No, it shouldn't. It should be okay. Let's try adding a message here. Heck, we can even make it a couple. And we'll just copy that all the way across. I'm sure you probably have experience with this yourself, but yeah, not a huge fan of the scripting interface here. It's pretty frustrating. Largely because it's so tiny. Okay. Cannot read property character name of null? Yup, it's definitely time to step far away. Okay. So I installed this on my computer earlier today, because I remembered that we had it just this weekend. This is, of course, the Cluefinders for 5th grade adventures by The Learning Company, who, to be perfectly honest, fantastic games. I mean, obviously I've aged out of them a little bit now. Maybe just a smidge, you know. Yeah, they're not super compatible with my computer, but you know, they do sort of work. I think I actually have to manually find it myself. Where was that? That was in E drive. Yes. Right. Okay. I've remembered where I put installation. Yeah, so this game is actually almost as old as I am. Oh, well, potentially older than I am, but also potentially younger than I am. Most likely younger than I am. 1999 copyright. So that's of note. Yeah, so it's roughly as old as I am, which is interesting. And because of that, it runs... Apparently 1999 was the period of time in which Windows was switching from running... okay, 640. I'm gonna write that down quickly. 640 by 48. Because it's probably gonna look awful for you if I don't, and honestly, it looks awful for me. Yes, 256 color mode, that's great. Pretty sure that's the only color mode modern computers run. Okay. Yes, okay, right. So yeah, this was in the period of time when there was sort of a transition from 16-bit to 32-bit. So now I need to change what's actually going on. Stream. Change some of the stream information. Change some of the stream information. We'll just that so we can go. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you. It's very strange to hear myself with a several second delay. Where is my... Okay, here we go. And then we go to Stream Manager, yada yada yada. Edit stream info. Okay. Oh, the go live notification was totally wrong. But it ends up working anyhow. Let's just change this to Cluefinders. 5th grade adventures. Perfect. Retro. Great. Good enough. Stream information is now correct. And now we need to fix everything else. Oh boy. Okay. Let's not do that. Let me actually see if I can change my screen resolution. Display settings. Let's see if I can temporarily put this into 640 by 480. Oh boy. Okay, yes. Resolution. How about we scrunch... Okay, we can make it 800 by 600? Let's see if that makes it better. Keep changes. Nope, that does not help. That's what we call not helping. Where was that? Resolution. Okay, we'll go back for now. Keep changes. Definitely want to keep changes. Maybe under advanced? Nope. Sometimes navigating windows is a bit of an interesting... Let's try that and see if it works. Oh, it's thinking about
you
it.
Want to know what happens? Well,
It doesn't really
you
work.
must use the keyboard and sign your name on this piece of paper.
Well, there is a way of doing this, but it's gonna take a little fandangling. Okay, so number one, let's turn that off. We'll actually create a new source. Sorry, this is gonna be a little bit while I figure out how to make this work for you. We want a game capture. Maybe. This might not work. Add source. Okay, it's thinking about it. Okay. Settings. Open source. Okay. Wait. I don't think that worked the way I wanted it to work. Let's try this again. Let's make a game capture. I know it says with most modern, add a new source instead. Here we go. Add source. Okay. Capture specific window. It potentially works. Let's see, does it work? Well, I suppose we need to... Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. It looks like it maybe doesn't work. Properties. Open specific window, yes. Nope. Okay, cool, it doesn't work. I guess we're going with this for now. We can try one more thing. Display capture. Add a source. Add a new source. Okay, add source. Yes. Capture cursor. Yes. Okay. And then we transform to fit to screen. And then we add a filter. Okay, cool. We want to add a crop. Sure. And we just increase that by a lot. Okay, let's try. Okay. That's too much. So 360 then? 360 is pretty close. Okay, that's too much. It's also too much. That's not bad. Trimming that just a wee bit more. That looks about right. Okay. And then we will transform to fit to screen. Excellent. Now you have a better view of what I do. Okay, well, sure, let's just drag that to the bottom. Turn that off. Excellent. Cool. Great. Now we're actually ready to play the game. Nice. Cool. Start game. And now we can sit back and relax as the learning company takes us on a spectacular journey. Oh, except that, okay, so they were on a boat and then there was a wave or something?
Hey,
that's the context for this.
Yeah, there's Owen's surfboard, but where's Owen?
Or Leslie.
Oh dear.
Or the captain?
And those were the other
Or
three
the
people on the
crew.
boat.
Yeah.
There may have also been a crew,
What
but
was that?
they don't matter, so it doesn't matter.
Let's do a little seismic research. Yep.
Very
just as I
convenient
thought,
seismic
that
research.
is an active volcano.
Volcano!
And it's gonna erupt
Just instantly.
really soon.
You
One
mean it's
little
gonna
wire,
blow?
boom, done.
Let's get out of here.
It would appear that that method of escape will not be effective.
Leslie, are you okay? Where are you?
She's with me. Saved her life again.
That would be
Ow,
Owen.
hey.
Some lifesaver. From all appearances, Owen and I are sequestered in some sort of subterranean chamber with no apparent means of egress.
She means we're stuck underground somewhere.
That's
I'd
what I
admire
said.
the
Any clues
vocab
to
on
where
that
you
girl.
are?
Wow.
Oh!
Look at
Number
all
one,
those
graphic style shift.
Artifacts.
And
Thousands
number two,
of
that's a lot of bling. That's a lot of,
What does it mean?
you know,
Hey, one fell off.
mighty convenient.
This is a clue. I'll analyze it and report back.
Oh, excellent.
Don't worry, you guys.
It's,
We'll
you know,
find
analysis.
And Grandpa,
And the ship's crew.
Before the volcano blows?
we'll observe you from this end on the red video phone.
It'll be fine.
Call us if you need help.
Volcano
Check.
eruptions are
you. We'll use my
relatively rare.
backpack to store any clues or
Relatively.
artifacts we find.
Oh boy, here they go again. Well, if you need a break, let me know.
Okay, Santiago. Where do we start?
You decide.
Cool, I will decide. So we can go right, or
Do you
we can
feel
go
like
left.
someone's watching us?
Wow, amazing. So yeah, this game, lots of fun. You know, maybe a little bit contrived. Also, it's no longer as fun as it was when you know, I first played it when I was about in grade 5, give or take a couple years, because, you know, I'm not in grade 5 anymore. Alright, let's get on with it. Time's a-wasting. Ooh, math!
Hey, look!
This is
On
gonna
the
be
other side of this river,
super hard.
there's our ship. What?
Not that that does us much good, but that's there. 12 and 8. That does us potentially more good. Is that a plus or minus? Okay, yep. 1910. Good year, by the way, 1910. Once again, doesn't do us a whole lot of good. 28 and 42. Ooh, that's the answer number. Oh, here we go. I have it backwards. There we go. That's a good, useful one. 14 and 8. Oh, would you look at that. Mighty handy. And then we've got anything that goes sideways to there at all. Or, you know, up and down, of course. Not seeing anything. We got 21 and 18. That's a little more helpful. 14 and 21. We need a vertical. 8. Yep, that would be the one. We did it.
We did it!
With the exact voice line, apparently. Very cool. Super difficult puzzles, as you can see, but
Boy, our ship is a wreck.
Hey, look!
the ideas there are not
Maybe we can
bad in
sneak into
terms
the
of
water down
puzzle
here.
design. I do think, though, that
Hey, it's one of those.
Cryptiles! And I was digesting that one, thank you!
Cryptiles.
Yes, I do love cryptiles, but I'm afraid they don't love me. Go right through, actually. Indeed, yes, quite.
gotta love the intellectual worms. Yes.
Gentle worms,
inside.
gentle worms! I yield 1 minute to manage a worm. Ah, thank you. Fellow worms, as my esteemed colleague has so oft pointed out, we live in troubled times.
Double times indeed.
As clearly stated
Yes,
in
they agree
Deposition A, heretofore noted in the prior deposition, with each new tremor, we lose another colleague in our quest for inside. Stop
Quest for inside.
What exactly
Inside.
is inside?
Excellent question. For which the worms will
Inside
give
is
no
safe
answer.
haven from this massive fish, this
Also,
vicious
more
living
importantly,
island on which we
talking worms.
are more or less permanently perched.
Fish? Living island? There's no such thing. This island has a secret, and we're gonna uncover it.
Perhaps we should call emotions and emissaries. Yes, you will be our emissaries to inside.
Maybe inside is where Owen and
Inside.
Leslie are.
The answers lie inside. Collect cryptiles and head to the fish within the fish.
The what?
The fish within the
Listen.
fish. Okay, you know what? I think we've had enough
You heard-
here. Let's just give this a good old skipperoni, and let's head on to the sub. It's circuitry puzzles. This puzzle's actually really cool.
Dude, it's the mini sub.
It's the mini
If
sub.
it's still working,
It's
maybe
still
you guys can
intact
take her
somehow.
out and get...
Blub blub. Sub go blub blub.
Oh, thank goodness, the Cluefinders.
Thank you, annoying submarine lady. 6 volts, minus on that side. How about this one? Oh, wow.
And we're off.
We did it.
Oi, are my
Amazing.
joints
Super
stiff?
difficult. You know, someday, if I could, I'd like to look at the source code for this game a little bit, which I probably can't. It's probably locked away, but if it's conveniently located somehow, I think it would be really interesting to examine the source code of this game, and try to see how much of these
All right, here we go.
are procedurally generated. Let's Let's skip more animations if we can. Okay, so we got one of these bad boys and one of those ones. Oh no, how difficult.
I feel like
Just gonna do a good old little skip. We got 3 of them, so I think I'll grab one more. We need 12 volts positive on that end. Oh, no. We got a 12 volter right there. Yeah, so these puzzles are not especially difficult, and I don't think this is a
and we're off.
particularly good fit for what I'm looking for. Actually, no. I think I probably want to do a couple more of these. We'll get 8 tiles. 8 tiles should be enough. I forget what I was trying to say. I was trying to say something and I've forgotten it
Here we
already.
go. Let's hope.
Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. We had 5 tiles, right? Okay. No, other way around. Oh yeah, procedurally generated. I'd like to see how much of these are procedurally generated. Because it seems like a lot of them are... Like, the potential is definitely there for these to be completely randomized, right? Where you just have somebody code in, okay, this is the conditions for which this has to be true. However,
All right, here we
I'm
go.
not sure that is what happened, because I don't think procedural generation was as common at the time that this game was released. Not to say that it didn't exist, but I think that it would have been less common and perhaps too resource intensive. But it's also entirely possible, which is why I think it would be interesting to take a look at the source code and see how it actually works, you know? I mean, that's basically true of pretty much everything I do. I just like to take things apart and see how they work, you know? We got 11. Oh, one more. I wasn't even paying attention to how many I had. And you can see how difficult I was finding these puzzles, you know?
I feel like a
Great, 12. Let's get out of here. But yeah, a genuinely interesting puzzle in my mind. But also one that's not a good fit for what I'm trying to accomplish. Okay.
Wow.
It's cool, but hello. Okay, there we go. Yeah, not where I was intending to go. Also not where I was intending to go. Wow. Maybe now we can, here we go. Here's the other puzzle for this half.
What are you?
Basically.
I am Tube. Who are you?
Indeed.
We're the Cluefinders.
Clues? You
Oh, that interrupts the speech. Oops. Sorry there, my dude. I will try not to interrupt you next time. Do we have more fifths? We do have another fifth. We got another fourth.
You did
Presto. I kind of like this puzzle, but I'm not sure how I would implement it in a way that
stuck in my air
doesn't really involve math, which is kind of how I want to make sure things roll, you know? Like, I do love math, but I think it's also, why do I have a 7th? I wanted a 6th. There we go. 7s can go over there. Actually, we should... 7's over here. Because, yeah, as much as I love math, I think I want people to be able to solve the puzzles that I'm designing without necessarily needing to have an understanding of math beforehand, or just things in general. Hello, Fed. Yeah. That would be, I guess, my main reason for not wanting to basically copy-paste this format over, you know? Although I think that you probably could do this in a way that doesn't require prior understanding of math, like switching the fractions to just based on length, right?
Are once again scrambled.
But yeah, it's a little more difficult, I think, to do it that way.
You
Very
I
nice.
seem to have another
I accidentally grabbed something there. Cool. Guess we're just gonna plop 8 down right there. There were the 8s. The 5th there. The 5th there. 6 there.
You
Easy.
I seem to have another crepitile.
How many do I have? 5. Okay. We'll go for about 7 more. Once again, any questions, though I kind of expect you don't have that many at this point in time. These are pretty straightforward puzzles, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, any questions? Send them my way. I will get to them ASAP. That's my shtick.
I seem to have
Answering
another
questions,
crepitile
because
stuck in my air tubes.
why not?
Oh,
Questions are
no.
good,
And
you
my
know?
seconds are once again scrambled.
So 16ths. Boy, we got a lot of 16ths. Oop, let's not do that. 11th, 7th, 14th. More 16ths are over here. Nice. 7s can go over there. We'll put 7s and 18ths. Actually, move the 11s over. Move the 7s over. 2 of 14 is just 1 over 7. I'm not sure why they bothered to switch it up. Although I suppose that does lend some credence to the idea that perhaps there is some procedural generation here, because that would be the sort of thing that procedural generation could easily get wrong. Right? You had more 12s, right? Yeah, there's another 12. There's another 12. Does look like they extend a little bit further beyond where they appear to, although, I mean, that's an easy enough mistake to make, right? Pretty forgivable of a mistake. In my books, anyhow. Just keep slapping on 16ths there until you get it correct. Nice. Okay, let's drop some of these 16ths in favor of this 8th. And a couple more, why not? We got a couple more. We got a 2 16th over here. Of course, as everyone knows, is 1/8. We got 10ths? Maybe? Okay, it looks like the 10ths might be a red herring. But I'm not sure. Let's keep adding 16ths, actually. Oh.
Whoa! Volcano's gonna blow!
Where's the
No, it's
Coast Guard
not.
when you
You're
need them?
fine.
I don't like volcanoes.
Whoa, dudes! Did you guys feel that?
I think
Nope, I cannot skip it.
that this volcano is more active than we first thought.
I love how 3 of the 4 voice actors we've seen thus far are invested in their roles. And one of the 4 is, you know, maybe a little less so, you know? Be curious to see what some of the pay breakdown looked like on that, you know? Yeah, it's not really gonna work. Just power through some 16s. We almost need one more 16th if we're gonna do it that way. That's a 10th, that's a 12th.
You did it!
Never mind, we just need a 12th. How many do we have?
I seem to have another crepitile stuck in my
Another
air
crepitile.
tubes.
8, okay, 4 more. Easy. We got 6ths, so let's move the 14ths over. 6th. 14th. 6th. And okay. Move. There we go. Here we got 14ths. So we'll move that over. Do we have 7ths anywhere? There's a couple more. Nope, that's not what I wanted to grab. Oh yeah, we have enough. 6th, 10th, lovely.
I seem to have another crepitile stuck in
Very
my air tubes.
Lots of 7ths I'm noticing, lots of 7ths. That's good. I mean, one number is as good as the next, right? Okay, too many 7ths. Not anymore. Lots of 15ths, so we'll move that out of 11. Okay, can't quite do that. Any more 15ths? Yes. There's one. There's one. Lovely. We got, oh, you have to choose between 11s and 7s, it looks like. Well, it's not much of a choice, only one of them works.
I seem to have another crepitile stuck in my air tubes.
Lovely stuff. Nines can potentially work with 12ths. Let's move up more. That's definitely too large. 5ths. Here we go. There's a 5th. We have another 5th. Yes. Perfect. See, you know, this is kind of the game that is supposed to make you understand fractions more, but I feel like I'm not really actually doing any math with fractions. I'm just kind of brute forcing it, right? Which, I mean, to be fair, valid option for a lot of mathematics. Ooh, I've got the hiccups, it seems. For a lot of mathematics-based problems, right? Just brute force your way through, right? Although it's often not the best solution.
I seem to have
So
another
that's
crepitile
one more, I
stuck
think?
in my air tubes.
One more. Okay. 4th, 10th, 8th, 16th. This 8th here probably. Yep, that's that. 16th. Move that there. Lots of 16ths this time around. That's 3/4. 16th. And we've got 10ths over there. It does appear that they might need a little bit more. Oh, this... Oh, that's why. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Where's the... Oh. I'm a bit of a goof sometimes. Okay, that should be the lot.
To have another crepitile. Stop.
Yes, 12 and 12. No, I don't want to exit. I always forget that I can't press escape to leave things and areas. You know, because fairly standard most of the time now, but, yeah.
Oh, good. We're back with
Okay, and then we go up, and then we go across. Presto, here we go. See, these puzzles are super interesting, and I've completely forgotten exactly how they work. Hello, Mr. Shark.
Welcome to the jaws of the fish within the fish. For ages past, our school has guarded the entrance to inside and challenged all trespassers to this deep corridor. By what arrogance do you think that you will not drown in our mighty jowls?
Scuba gear.
Listen, we're the Cluefinders, and when someone takes our friends, we find them. Period.
Well, arrogance indeed.
Arrogance
But to
indeed.
pass through and enter inside, you must first unlock our challenge. Only with a wealth of turquoise cryptiles can you begin.
Hey, Johnny, do you have any turquoise cryptiles in your backpack?
Funny enough,
Yup,
I do.
I see some turquoise cryptiles.
Those will be the ones.
Okay, now what do we
We can
do?
only fit 4.
You are now ready to risk life and limb. Take
Risk
note
life
of the
and
8
limb.
slots in the wall below. Each must be filled using a cryptile that matches the word below it. Once all 8 are filled, the
This is
first
actually
part of
super
your
cool.
challenge will be complete.
But our cryptiles only have these strange symbols on them. How can we match them to the words?
An excellent
My
point.
powers are great. I read all languages of the deep, including
All
this
languages.
one. Place any cryptile into my mouth,
Those are indeed
and I
pretty
will
great.
translate it into your
Perfect.
language.
Alrighty, let's slap those bad boys right in there. Create. Oh. Decorate. Nope. And at last, cook. Okay. Huh. None of these look... Oh. Decorate. To past tense is decorated. I like the... It's like a massive puzzle.
Aha! You have
Redecorated. Simple enough, right? No, that's not correct. Redecorated.
yes.
We have cooked. No, nothing to do with cooking. Anything to do with creating. Maybe? If we try past events. Created. Okay, super
High
useful.
tide, low tide.
Create.
These
Elect.
words are
No.
my pride.
Nice. Good one, dude. Okay, evidently we are going to need a lot more cryptiles than I assumed we would. Arrange. Basically getting one. Occupy. Oh! Cook again. Create again. Create. Dud. Occupy. Useful. Because we'll occupy it. Arrange. Nope. Arrange is not useful. Cook is still not useful. Preoccupied. As interesting as these puzzles are, like, and as well as they work for this game,
Your
I don't
wisdom
think
is great.
they're exactly what I'm looking for, just because I want each puzzle to be completely standalone, right?
Each of the 8 slots.
And some of how this works is not exactly, you know, individual. Arrange. Do we have a range anywhere? No. Wash. Wash. Washed. Pre-washed. And then we have to recycle them all.
You may reach in.
Nope. I have to manually recycle them all. Very nice.
To
record. We do have record. We do not have create. Do we have pay? We don't have elect. See, this is quite frustrating. It's just doing the same thing over and over, and we have 3 duds and 1 success. So gonna take note of that. Definitely going to be taking note of that. Pre-recorded. Recorded.
You are clever.
Thank you. I needed an ego boost about now. Call. Ah, yes, we can use call. Cannot use cook. Can't use create. Calls. Recalls. Easy.
You will.
Elect. Nope. Cook. No. Create. Nope. To open the bag again. I wish that I could even have like 8 here at any given time. It's just you have to do the same thing over and over. Still don't need cook, still don't need create, still don't need arrange. Oh, select. Can we use select? Selects. Pre-selects.
Only 2 slots with.
I know, which means that it's only going to be another 2 packages. I wonder if anyone's bothered to actually translate these. Direct! Yay! If anyone's actually bothered to translate like some sort of alphabet. We can't use pay. We can use direct. Can't use create. Redirects. Interesting that they all take exactly
Success
2.
is close at hand.
Which tells me that there is possibly some amount of procedural generation with all of this. Cook. Invent. Invent. There we go. Easy. Wow.
Okay.
We stopped the
We've
bubbles.
been conducting experiments, and we think we've got something for you.
What experiments have you
My
conducted?
analysis indicates the following. It's as tough as steel, but as light as plastic.
And it bounces.
Plastic is not
See?
necessarily very light.
You
Okay,
have
that's pretty
performed
impressive.
admirably so far, but your task is not yet complete.
Indeed, we have performed that.
You will now need jade cryptiles to proceed.
Jade cryptiles. Where am I
Hey,
gonna
Joey.
get any of those? Oh my word! I didn't want to close the bag. Oh, would you look at that stain? Oh, this one's gonna be less frustrating because hopefully we can use the synonym fish a little bit. Like display. Maybe we can use to get show. Indeed we can.
Aha!
Gather.
You have made...
We need gain itself? Nope. Acquire. You know, if we find this not useful, I mean, worst that happens is we just lose the tile, right? Gain. Okay, so there's only one synonym for each. Don't need gain. Cool. Show. Shows. Once again, two attempts. Requires exactly two things.
Yes!
Gather. Represent here. Stain. Any kind of stain. I mean, it's worthwhile to look at. Paint. Nope. Get your mind out of the gutter. Symbolize. Nope. Nope. Time to grab another one. There's a... They'd not be obeying the rules if they, you know, gave us more than one tile that could actually be used at any given time. Fulfill. Would that be satisfied? Satisfied. Duh. Satisfied. Once again, exactly two.
Your
We
wisdom.
know that represent is useless. Accomplish. Yeah, probably not. Achieve. I'm not seeing any achieved. Grin. Not seeing any grin. Time to use more tiles, you know? May have actually picked up the perfect one. Oh, game froze.
Each fish will change
Yes, thank you. Smile, garbage. Surprise. We have surprise. Startle. Surprise. Synonym. Get rid of that one. Startle. Past tense. They all take exactly two, which is really strange.
You may...
Wish there was a clear all button. Since I have to drop 3 of them every single time, you know? Basically just artificially inflating the period of time it takes to do things.
Open a new sack of cryptiles if you get stuck.
Gain design. Huh. Devise. Devise is not what I would have pegged as a synonym of design. But, you know, to each their own, I guess. I do appreciate the sound they make. Hello. Stain, useless. Represent, useless. Sprinkle. Oh, I know what that is. Oop, I can grab it. I assume that's useless, but hey, yup. It's smile. Drizzle. Drizzles. Okay. Drizzles. There we go. No. Hello. There we go. Stain. No. Which means that's the one. Divide. Or perhaps separate, dare I say. Now that I think about it, this puzzle is kind of abysmally easy. It always takes exactly 2. And yeah, it's not exactly difficult. I probably didn't struggle with this puzzle much as a child. Represent, still useless, smile. I think I was probably equally frustrated with how long collect, or perhaps gather. Gather red. Boom. One more. Are we gonna... Okay, something funky is going on here. Oh wow, it took exactly that number. Wow. Gain, useless. Accomplish, useless. Sustain, useless. Examine, or perhaps, get out of here. Perhaps investigate? Curious. I think I much prefer the math version of this, because this is like the English version of this, but then there's also
you are close to completing your task, but many challenges still await you.
Amazing.
Okay, we're back with more helpful information from Mr. Owen Lamb, super detective.
I appreciate
right. Okay. My
brief
research
news
indicates that the mysterious writing on these crypt tiles is not from any known recorded language, ancient or modern.
Big deal. Here's something really cool. They taste great.
Now take
just
note.
like a metal tile?
No longer are the rules shown upon the fishes.
See, here's where things get interesting, right?
That crypt.
Okay. Succeed. Anything that looks like a succeed on this side. Fasten. No. Which means it's perfect to test what each thing does. So succeed. Now it's succeed dead. So that's probably past fish. Wait, is that succeed? Shoot. Remove. Okay, that one looks like it might be useful. Approaching.
That word looks interesting, but unfortunately it is not a real word.
Unscatter isn't a real word. Unscatterer, so it... Unscatterers? Unscattering.
Take note. Fault.
So that adds verb tense, perhaps? And that one's synonym. Okay, remove is possibly useful. Load. Oh, antonym.
A fine word. High tide, low tide. These words are my pride.
Well, we're gonna need more crypt tiles. Loosen. Fasten. Tie. Shoot. Tying. So that adds ing to the end. Antonym, ing, on. Which of those was the useful one? Were any of those useful? Did I just get 4 useless tiles? Awesome. Remove. Repair. So scatter and loosen, guaranteed not to be useful. Remove, though. Is there anything that looks like remove, or the antonym of? Maybe. Load. Oh. Scatter, repair then. Oh, damage. Of course. Damage. Don't need loosen. Damaging. Perfection. Because we're just the best. Oh, that didn't work. Drop. Resist. Opposite of resist is yield. No. Yield. Yes. Unyield. Unyielding. Ah. Unyielding.
Your wisdom.
Reveal. Anything that has to do with... Nope, not really. And then we go back to the turquoise. Reveal. That was one of the ones we had last time. Deflate. Ah. Inflate. Deflate. Inflate. Inflate-ing. And look at that, we have a success.
You may.
Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Presto. We're gonna be one shy on these ones, it looks like. These jade ones. Drop. Detach. How about fasten? Fastening. Unfastening. See, these ones are a little bit more difficult because they actually require, you know, that you, you actually think a little bit. Free. Oh, that's definitely a word. Bind. But these ones are also more difficult because it's possible to not just require 2 fishes, but to require 3. Binding. Unbinding.
The crypt.
Oh. Leg. There we go. I do appreciate that you can skip, like, basically every animation. Because animations are sometimes just such a pain. Avoid. Obviously, approach is the end there. Approach-ing. Wouldn't want to be unapproaching after all. Approaching.
If you don't...
Sometimes the tolerance, though, on this game is a little lacking, you know? I remember I used to play this game so much. I had such difficulty. Extend. Perhaps a fold? Oh. Perhaps a folding? Perhaps even, dare I say, an unfolding? now we need one more jade tile, and hopefully it's not gonna penalize us for all of those.
Which way, Joan?
Definitely this way. And definitely this way. Not sure why they left that part so very exposed.
Hello, Tubby. How's it going?
Let's get a third here. Do we have another 6th? We do indeed. We got a 15th there. Oh, that's so close and yet so very far. Here we go. That's why.
You did.
No, I don't want to exit. I just want to exit.
I seem to have another crepitile stuck in my air
I
tubes.
see.
I wish.
Yay, it didn't penalize us. It's good.
You have returned.
Jade Cryptile. Bam, scatter. Reveal. Succeed. Ah, yes. Succeeding, or, you know, maybe failing to succeed. Or perhaps failing. Or rather, unfail. Good thing it doesn't matter which order I do it in. Unfailing! Yay.
Hey guys, you made it through. That's
Yay.
awesome.
Shh! I hear something.
Ooh, spooky.
Guys, I don't think we're alone in here.
Well, we solved this part of the mystery. Let's head back to the beach to find more clues.
Not sure why we can't just, you know, go inside. They said that we got inside, so we should be able to, you know, go inside. But,
We've already...
you know, okay, mouse, stop. Stop! And we'll go this way. And we want to go this way. And then we want to go
Yes. What?
this way. Yay! Oh wow, we did this one exactly once, and we'll never do it again. Okay, this puzzle is actually significantly trickier than the other bridge puzzle. Just because it's difficult to see the shapes.
There's no
sometimes.
crossing here.
What are you talking about, Laptrap? We can just hop
true.
over these rocks.
You can just... Oh!
Oh boy.
Hey, look! The water's receding.
Wait, really?
Guys, I don't know what you're doing up there, but whatever it is, it's flooding our chamber with boiling water.
Thank
Joni, get back
goodness
here.
they had a chance to, you know, get back. Also,
The water's coming
very
back.
convenient.
Looks like you guys
That,
will have to find another
well,
way
their
to
friends
cross.
were there. I had a way to communicate
Hey,
that with
if
them.
we can move some of those longer rocks into place.
We can use.
Also, does anything about this say, yeah, that's just boiling water there? Definitely just water. I look at this and I go, ah, yes, the sulfur vats. Yes, of course. So either the arts team didn't get the memo, or somebody looked at that after the fact and said, well, either A, kids aren't gonna know what sulfur vats are. They're only in grade 5. Nobody knows what a vat of boiling sulfur is like, except exceedingly smelly. Or they corporate decided, B, that you know, maybe sulfur vats was a bad look. But hey, that's besides the point. We're here to solve puzzles, not to question the decisions made by the developers here. Okay, so we got some pentagons, we got some squares. Ah, yes, marvelous success. I think that's a septagon and an octagon. Gotta love your septoctagons. That's not a thing. 3 and 4. Marvelous. 5 and 7? Yup. 7 and 4. Nope. not really a thing, apparently. Okay. 7 and 3? 6 and 3?
Well, we've formed a section of the bridge, but I'm not sure that's the right rock to place there.
Okay, well, my dude, thanks for that. 2, 4, 6, 7-ish? Okay. See, this is the thing, like, it's difficult to tell between a septagon and an octagon, and it makes the puzzle more difficult.
There's got to be a pattern here.
But 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, 6. 6 and 4, I see. 5 and 8. Does 5 and 8 appear? Yes, it appears here. There we go. 3 and 5, yes. 4 and 3. Doesn't seem to really be a thing. Okay, which means that we need to connect those two somehow. 6 and 3, yes, absolutely. No. Unless one of these would also work there, perhaps? That doesn't work there. Does this work there? Yes. Okay. Here we go. Yay, we did it. Yay! So good. Yeah.
This island is creepy. Or as they say in Paris, creepy.
No,
Laptrap,
they
you're
don't
afraid
do
of the
that.
mechanical sheep you dream about.
Quit climbing
Fair enough. I would
around,
also
you
be afraid
guys,
of mechanical
and
sheep.
Take a look at this. Let's go take a closer look.
Weren't we already
watch where you're
taking a
going.
look at this? Oh, they fell down.
A monster!
A chicken.
Unhand me chickens, you varlets! And that goes for your flying teacup as well!
Flying teacup. Oh, thank goodness we
now,
managed to
whom
save him
do
from
I
being
have to
swallowed up.
thank for me daring rescue
That was
from
a
this
hard
dreaded
about
living
face
island?
of attitude right
Living
there.
island? Islands just aren't alive. It's a scientific
How
impossibility.
his
It's
mouth
Then
moves is
explain holes that move
more than a little
and
unnerving.
rocks that breathe.
well,
Now, who did you say you were?
We're the Cluefinders.
The
We're
Cluefinders.
Says you. Volcanoes, says I.
Volcano, says you. Eruption, says I.
Aye, but sure in the volcano's not our true enemy. The secret to this living island lies below. Nearly all of me fellow castaways have been sucked in, lost to the ravenous hunger of this living island.
hey, Joni, take a look at his weapon. It looks like one of those.
Cryptiles, screams I! The key
Well, he
to
knows the name.
mystery.
That's something.
Cryptile.
Mighty convenient. There's a very
Bring as many as you can to the faces within the face.
The faces within the face?
Aye!
Faces within
Use
the face.
cryptiles
Fish within the
wisely,
fish.
And the chamber will open.
Tiles within tiles?
Chamber? I wonder if
How
that's
did
where Owen
anyone
and Leslie are.
learn
Either
that
way,
the
it's
chamber
cryptiles we
opened?
need. Let's go,
Is
Santiago.
there some deep lore that deep Cluefinders lore that has already been done before? Ah, yes, the holes. Gotta love the holes.
Wow, that looks like an American village from the Revolutionary War era.
But
How are they
where
still
are all the
alive?
people?
And where are all the turtles?
Come on, let's go.
Hello.
Whoa!
Look, Santiago, cryptiles.
Yes.
We'll find our missing friends yet.
Joni, wait! It could be dangerous.
Oh, you overgrown
Hang
asparagus.
on, Joni. I'm on it.
That was the most convenient forked stick in the history of.
I knew you
ever.
wouldn't get my cryptiles.
Who are you?
I'm the great cryptile thief. I stole everybody's cryptiles and buried them in
Why?
this patch of dangerous trees.
Why are you locked in the pillory?
I got caught.
Probably
Look,
for
all my
that
neighbors
reason.
seem to have disappeared around here, and I'm ready to fess up, okay? I'll show you how to get the cryptiles out of this patch of trees if you promise to help find my fellow villagers. You set
good.
them free, they set me free. Deal?
How will we know who they are?
Well, our ancestors got shipwrecked here around the time of the Revolutionary War. You can't miss them. Bifocals, kites, powdered wigs.
Okay, deal. Now, how do we get to the cryptiles without doing a tango with one of the ugly trees?
Maps.
I'll show you. Hey,
course.
Soup Bowl, how about pulling that map down?
Soup bowl.
Great, I'm taking orders from a criminal.
A reformed criminal.
Yay, the map.
See, I
Don't
use
enter
this
Canada.
old sea map in
Too
place
late,
of a
man.
map
Too
of
late.
my field.
Already there.
Pretty clever, huh?
Also,
Well,
can't
maybe
enter the Arctic
a
or
little
Bering
too
Seas.
clever.
Okay, cool. Be quiet. I don't care anymore, guy. You're a criminal. I'm not gonna talk to you. Okay. So we want to go to... Where's Ketchikan? Oh, it's down there. We got Anchorage. I guess we have to either go to Ketchikan. Definitely pronouncing that wrong. Definitely don't want to go to Russia. And then Fairbanks.
I'll get it, Santiago.
We did it! Yay! I can't be bothered to play the animation because it would take too long. This is actually a really cool puzzle. No idea how I would use it though. Okay, don't cross the Mississippi River. Means we're either gonna have to go under it or over it. Is there a go to Canada option? So we got Florida, we got Texas, we got... You know, we could just go Texas, Florida, and then from Florida to, I assume that's Tennessee we're looking to head towards. Okay, don't cross Canada or Illinois. Okay, and we are, okay, which means we gotta go down to hereabouts. How about Kentucky? Ooh, is there anything? Kentucky, Michigan, there we go. We'll go above Illinois, Michigan, then go to Washington.
I'll get it.
Yay, we're the best. Don't enter Kentucky or South Dakota. Kentucky's there, South Dakota's there. Means we want to go like there or there. West Virginia is going to be at the end. That's the goal, of course. South Dakota, which is one of the places we're not supposed to go to. So, maybe let's not. So now the question is, do we go to Arkansas first or to Minnesota first? Arkansas. Definitely Arkansas, because otherwise we're gonna hit South Dakota.
I'll get
Easy. Don't cross Georgia or Iowa. That's a little bit tricky. I think I saw this before when I was just trying things out. But I'm not 100% sure. Wisconsin is at the end. End. New Mexico looks like it would be a good starting point. Yeah, New Mexico. Iowa. Is IA? Yup. So how about North Dakota? You must cross the river, you must cross the river twice. Otherwise you fail and die and lose or something. Also, that's an interesting drawing there. It's just so flat. Doesn't the ocean usually have waves? In my experience, it usually does, but hey, you know, I do live in Alberta, so. Okay, so we're starting there. Go to... You must go to Utah first. Okay, guess we're going to Utah first. means we have to go over to this side to Ohio. Looks like a good option. Go to Washington. Nope, go to Oklahoma.
I'll get it.
Thank you. How many do we have? 6. Probably 4 more then. The last one, the fish one, is definitely more resource consuming, I think. We can go for 12. 12 is probably pretty close to optimal number. Is it more? Actually, I'm not sure that it is more resource consuming. And it just so happened that we managed to get 12s. I actually hadn't played it in my testing at that specific level. You must travel 15 west and 16 or 600 north before crossing the Mississippi River. Don't cross Missouri or Colorado. So there or there, basically that line is out. However, okay, so Michigan's at the end. So we can't go straight to Idaho. We can, however, go to Arizona. Arizona, as I say, low tolerance. Sometimes this game has low tolerance. And freeze for a little bit. You know, my Hawaiian and Alaskan geography has never been better since playing this game, because for some reason it does the continental US, right, which makes a lot of sense, but I don't really understand why there's such a focus on Alaska and Hawaii as well. Like, obviously you can't include them in the continental mapping, right, but then to decide to include them like this, where you get like regional geography as well, seems a little, I don't know, overkill to me, right? Anyhow, I'm not sure if you agree or disagree with that. Feel free to let me know in chat. Probably should not have the light blazing over my water bottle. Okay. Visit 2 islands. Travel to the islands in alphabetical order. Okay, which means we want to end on Nihao, which is a curious name that I wonder if it's, like, that leads me to wonder if there's any connection between the Polynesian language of, that the Hawaiians have, like, the Polynesian-based language, and if it's just coincidental that it looks like the Chinese for hello, or if there's actual, like, some sort of crossover there. I don't know much about Chinese or Polynesian languages, so actually next to nothing about either of them. So yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say or do. Maui, Molokai, we have to travel in alphabetical order. Congrats, we did it. Like how Alaska only has like 4 cities that you can do much with in terms of geography. Although I haven't gotten any that say go to Canada, right? You must travel to the cities in alphabetical order. Okay, so Nome is there. F comes before J. Comes before N. Wow, amazing. 2 islands, travel to the islands in reverse alphabetical order. So we're going to L, means we could have K. Lanai. Molokai.
I'll get it.
Must visit 2 islands. Okay, guess we're going to Maui instead.
I'll get it.
This is interesting. I have not seen a map of the whole world before. 10. Okay, we'll get 2 more. We'll get 2 more. 2 more seems like a good amount. Okay. Don't cross the equator on your first move. You must cross the Atlantic on your first and second moves. So, here. So, go to Europe. Go to South America. Go to Africa. Or
I'll get it.
Africa. If you're actually from that continent, because there's a strong tendency for certain vowel pronunciations there, and is not really one of them. Cryptile is buried in the state bordered by Oregon and Wyoming. Oregon and Wyoming is Idaho. I don't know about Idaho. I hear they have famous potatoes, but I don't know about Idaho. Don't cross Mississippi rivers. We're going either over it or under it. Guess we're going to Florida and Texas.
I'll get it.
Is that 12? Which is a shame, because that looks really interesting. But we can do it another time, you know.
Still
Yeah, we're still walking around, my dude. See, this one is really interesting, this puzzle that we're about
Like
to
an
go
American
to.
village from the Civil War era.
But it's in ruins.
Civil
Drenched
War,
in rain.
Oh,
revolutionary.
great. Rust.
Come on, let's
knows?
investigate.
Also, why have the Civil War
Mr. Island.
era
I like
people not
and
met up with the Revolutionary
talking
War
to?
ones and like
The island, I
had
think.
cross-pollination of communication, architectural styles, and that sort of thing, right?
rain somewhere else for a change.
Joni, something's
They've been here
fishy.
for hundreds of years,
I mean,
right?
rain in only one spot?
And fish rain.
Actually, powerful sea storms sometimes suck seawater and fish into their funnels, then rain.
But they
Fish
don't
and
rain in
all,
the same spot.
hundreds of miles away.
Well, Mr. Island, your rain doesn't bother me one little bit. But it's ruining the stories my ancestors wrote on these crypt tiles.
Crypt tiles? Ma'am, we could use crypt tiles.
Well, I'd give you some, but I must read these stories before the rain ruins them.
How
We can help
would
you
the
there.
rain
I adore the kindness of strangers.
ruin
Come and I'll
the
show you.
stories engraved on metal? You know, I assume that's what cryptiles are, metal. And you don't just wash away engraved stories with a bit of rain, right? Right? Okay, the Stamp Act. Cool, don't care. 1765. Tax every document. Let me tell you how the underhanded British, detecting just a trace of bias here. 65. Okay, that looks good. Basically, the idea is that you have to sort the stories into the correct order. And this is really fascinating because, I mean, right now, all we're seeing is these stories of various time periods. But one thing that gave me, well, I guess not gave me an interesting idea, but like it made me think a little bit was how these stories, sometimes they incorporate lore, which is really interesting, like lore about the island, which I thought was like a really interesting take to have, like, both, like, you're on one hand you're teaching history, right, but on the other hand you're also doing like you're also doing world building, which is cool. I don't know, I thought it was kind of clear. I drifted yup. Actually, this looks good.
Why, you did it!
We did it! Wow, we're amazing. Captain Jones. Yup. Great reputations. John Paul Jones. Immediately joined Revolutionary Navy. That goes there. Mm-hmm.
Why, you...
Perfect. We did it. Okay, today begins. Excellent. So we're talking about food there, boom. That's basically how you solve this puzzle. You just look at like the beginning of the phrase, or like the beginning of the phrase here and the end of the phrase here. Look for something that sounds like a start. Super simple puzzle, right? Although it's a puzzle that computers would really struggle to solve, right? I mean, obviously you can brute force it, but they're not gonna, because the computers don't really understand how language works. It's gonna be a lot harder for them to have an elegant solution to the correct order. The weather had turned unnatural. Ogden, Utah, when I arrived at the coast. That looks good. Another interesting thing is that for some of these earlier levels, there's a tendency to go one, double, double, single, right?
Why, you did...
Actually, a very strong tendency. Began our journey. 5 ships, skilled navigator, Ferdinand Magellan. In December, fleet sailed. Cool, lost 2 ships, looks good. A sailor from Holland I met on this island. He spent time with the late explorer Henry Hudson. I did a project on him once, when I was actually in grade 5. I believe he sailed for the Dutch East Indian Trading Company. Dutch East Indies Trading Company? Not sure which one it is. How it's pluralized. Wilhelm, that is a Dutch name. Yeah, looks about right. Oh no,
The story on the left makes sense.
Left's good,
but
right
the
not.
one on the right seems like it's still out of order.
Okay, there we go.
Why, you...
Yay! And now we've leveled up. Let's actually take a look at our backpack. We've got 4. We're gonna want a few more of them. California. Okay. We begin today. That's a good start. Magellan Straits. Maybe not. California. Looks pretty good. Try that.
The story on the left makes sense,
Left's good.
but
Okay.
the one on the right seems like it's still out of order.
We begin today our 7th anniversary of landing on this island. With prayer and a common meal. All of us eating together today are wayfarers, not natives to this place. I think.
The story...
Nope, not quite. Once again, not quite. Oh, that's why. I don't know, it looks pretty good to me. Maybe I have to move this here.
The story on the left.
Huh. Common meal, even now as we eat wild pig with me. I might have to brute force this because it seems like you can do like these two definitely go together. If you have any suggestions, please do let me know. This bacon was wild. I wish I would get a little bit more in terms of all the 7 years.
This.
Swap those two again, and we'll see by swapping those two.
The story on the left makes. The story.
Does this start there? Maybe. Oh my word, I have no idea. I'm so confused.
Ooh, these crypt tiles are really make.
You know what? Let's try just going back.
Here, the latest.
Yeah. Okay. My story begins. Excellent. That's good. Okay, finally. It's from the writings. Plymouth region was explored at length. Cape Cod region. Isn't that in
Why, you
Nova
did?
Scotia? My story starts as we began. That looks good. Oh shoot, which one was it?
The story on the right makes sense.
Oh.
Why, you.
There we go. Yay. It's interesting because there's all different. I suppose the lore of the island is that there's like a whole disparate. Like there's all these disparate groups that are on this island together, and you know, you have representatives from different time periods as well as different locations, right? So, for instance, this Moon of Dragons stories is about somebody from the post-Ming Dynasty era China, I think? 1407, though. So, about the same time as a lot of these other groups. We were on our ships, finally sighted the island. Or voyageurs. Oh wait, that's voyagers, it's not the same thing. Let me tell you about.
Why, you.
There we go, easy. How many do we have? 7, 5 more. And then we should be good to go. Today I reflect. 1776, yes. I'd like to... Yada yada yada. Oh, interesting. So we have representatives from various parts of China. One from 1860s and one from the 1400s. Sounds good.
Why, you did.
We did it. Four more. Last days in Philadelphia. Actually, that looks pretty good. Okay. Gettysburg. Gettysburg Address. I'm pleased to say, there we go. Fought for 3 days, serving under George Meade. Gettysburg. Sounds good.
The story on the left makes sense, but the one on the right seems like it's still out of order.
Looking at the story on the right, I can see that you've got the first and last parts correct.
Great. What about the middle?
Rearrange the middle and read the story again to see if it makes better sense.
Is that it?
The story on the left makes sense, but... The story on the left makes sense, but the one on the right...
We're going... Oh, here we go.
Why, you did...
There we go, we did it. Yay, we're the best. John. I never know how to pronounce Latinized Chinese. Okay. That looks like a good start. Macabre Land. And childish, malevolent. Then. Okay. Not from China, but from its neighbor, Manchuria. This is the thing that this is the story that made me think that, they were from the post-Ming Dynasty-ish before. Because, yeah, the Ming rulers of China had grown weak. 1644, though, so we've got 1400s, 1600s, 1800s, all represented here. From the Chinese group. Interestingly enough, I don't think there's actually like any representatives of the Chinese group that meet on the island. Which, I mean, in some ways, probably a good thing. Yeah, you might get some very stereotypical performances from the voice actors and very stereotypical caricatures almost of yeah, in the art. Yeah, so maybe a good thing. Okay. Now I can safely tell the tale of my ancestry. We, the Po clan, come not from China, but from its northern neighbor, Manchuria. He had to work to disguise his ancestry. Nope. There we go. Okay, that looks good.
The story on the right makes sense.
Oh.
But the one on the left seems
one
like
needs
it's
work.
still out
Okay.
of order.
the order I had it in originally.
The story on...
Oh, man. You know, some parts of this game are still difficult despite my, my increased age. Interestingly enough, the one that's most difficult is English. Which, you know, I mean, I am in engineering, so not a huge surprise, you know? Engineer struggles with English. Nobody is surprised. Although I used to actually be quite good at English, which does make things more surprising. Anyhow. Oh. Oh, that's why. Nope, it's not why.
Why, you did it!
Oh, there we go. Oh, no.
Click
stop.
on my buttons
I mean,
for
we can-
click on a number to set an activity to that level. Click
You
the
have found this
checkboxes
level
to turn
difficult.
automatic
Yes.
leveling off or on.
Yes, I have found this level difficult because some of how you do things is a little bit strange. Dear Diary, hurricane season. Perhaps. Oh, during the last hurricane. Tomorrow at sunrise. Hopefully my next... Okay, no, that goes at the end. Few people remember Cesar Rodney, but I do. Yup. On July 2nd, vote was scheduled. Vote needed to be unanimous from the colonies. Still undecided.
The story on the right makes sense.
That's correct. Left
But the
is
one on the left seems like it's still out
This
of
is the
order.
one that, you know, you could order multiple ways and it would still technically be as correct, right?
The story on the right makes...
Let's,
The story on the...
Oh my word. Perhaps those two get swapped.
Why, you did it!
Okay, we did it. 11, one more. See, here you can see this is a lore-based one rather than a history-based one. Actually, this is also a lore-based one. When we first arrived, good starting place. After we mapped our resources. After this work was complete. Relaxation turned to boredom, but our boredom ended with a ship. They spoke a different language. Many of us were frightened. Okay. I begin my musings. Pretty clear start. Overlooking the beach. the sword. The island has enslaved us. An alien machine, a machine designed to study us.
Why, you did!
We did it! Yay, we're the best. And it's time to leave. Guess that should be enough. Okay. Now we go to the woods, and I believe that will take us... Indeed it will! I do appreciate that little, the little vine trying to get the little robot.
Hello. We are the brethren of the faces within the fates.
The faces within the
fates. The bones of those who have come before you now lie buried at the bottom of the sea.
At the bottom
what
of the sea.
Arrogance makes you believe that your fate will be any different?
Properly
We're
secured
not afraid
climbing
to try.
ropes.
We're the Cluefinders, and we're here to save our friends.
That too.
Well, look, I'm not really supposed to do this, but it's been so long since the boys and I have had guests over. All right, but before you proceed, you must present a sack of silver cryptiles.
Oh, what do you know? I got some
Hey,
of those.
Joni, do you have any silver cryptiles in your backpack?
Yup, I do.
Okay, now what do we do?
You are now ready to begin. Take note of the 8 slots in the wall below. Pretty nice, huh? We had a whole decorating team in here. Each must be filled using a cryptile that matches the number above it. Once all 8 are filled, the first part of your task will be complete.
But our cryptiles only have these strange symbols on them. How can we match them to the numbers?
My powers are great.
These powers are great, guys.
Place any cryptile into my mouth, and I will translate it into your language.
Well, that's very convenient. Cool. And we'll just skip that animation. Oh, look, his bros have numbers above their heads. That's mightily convenient. Plus 2, do we have 27? No, but we do have 29. 2 plus 20 gives us 22. 2 plus... We don't have 1, so we're gonna need some odd numbers here at some point. Interesting. Interesting. Well, we can take a 2 straight off, and we can turn it into 16, which is one of the numbers we need. 16. Excellent.
Well done.
25 can become 45. Lovely.
You are wise.
2 plus 20 could get us to 28, I think. We then add 6 and 2. Oh, we just need the 6.
You may survive yet.
And then 2 plus 20, 22 brings us to 28. Plus 2. Actually, 28 plus 12 is 28 plus 12. 32 is not on there, so... However, 30 is. This is why I like this one much better than the fish one.
Clever in...
Because the,
Look at the rules written on each of my brothers' heads.
Because it's math, so there's multiple ways of doing it. Whereas with the fish one, I mean, number 1, everything takes ages longer, and Number 2, well, I mean, if you don't have the correct word, then you're just kind of hooped, right? So we have two 27s here. So 27 plus 2 is 29. Excellent.
You are closer.
I am indeed close. Close to victory. If I take 1 plus 12, that brings me to 13, then we can make that 15 and 17.
Only
15.
You are merely one step away from
and now we just have to get to 60. Which might be possible. 22. 42. 56. 54. 60. There we go, there we go. So we didn't have to use 8 tiles for that. Oh my word, it's so much
These crypt
faster.
tiles seem really solid.
Or not.
You have been fortunate so far.
That explains
your
the bouncing.
task is not yet complete. Look at the rule written on each of my brother's heads.
And this is where it gets interesting. Oh my word. Give me back my golden crypt tiles. No, I wanted to lay another set down. You goof. Okay, now you can close. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one's gonna take slightly longer. Because, you know, we don't know what the heck the rules are. Okay, so I'm noticing straight off lots of 1s. So let's add something to 1. So that one's plus 7. Good to know, good to know. Actually, we can get 21 straight off. Let's use that like so. I'm gonna do that because the last time I tried out this puzzle, getting to 21 is actually super difficult sometimes. Okay, let's use another 1 on the plus. So that's plus 30. If either of these is a times 2, that would actually be perfect. 2 to 16, so that's times 8. Are you times 2? Please be times 2. Times 3. That is less than ideal. Actually, it's not. It's fine. Everything is fine. Because that's going to become 38. Yes.
You are wise.
Now we need to get to 48 and 72. So 16 times 3 is 48. There we go.
You may survive yet.
6 times 8 is 72, I think? Sounds about right. 48. Shoot. Well, this tile is no longer useful to us. Hello, what do you have to say?
Hey! It sounds like crypt tiles dropped into that hole are lost into the sea.
Good. That's exactly what I want. 9 times 3 is 27, which we do not have. 9 times 4 is 36, which once again, we do not have. Oh wait, but it's 9 times 8 is 72. Handy little finger trick here. You just start from the one end for 9's multiplication. Thank you, CJ. I mean, Digital Duelist, definitely don't know your name. And thank you for the follow as well. Yeah, the handy old trick. You start on your left hand, and 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. 9 times 2, you take the second finger down. This is your tens digit, and whatever remains is your ones digit. So 9 times 2, 18, times 3, 27, so on and so forth. Which means that 9 times 8 is going to give us 72. Bye, CJ. Digital Duelist. Definitely not the same person. Alrighty, now we just have to get to 50. And 19 and 9. What if we just add 15? No, that's not gonna work. Okay. Two plus 7 is 9. Which means that... Oh, frick, but that's not gonna work. Because that would be 16. Or rather, 8. That would be 8. If we multiply 1 is 8. 8 plus 7... It's definitely getting a little bit late. My brain is definitely being a little bit fried. But we'll finish this and then we'll be, we'll save the rest for next time, I think. So... 8 plus 7 is 15. It's not gonna quite cut it. 3 plus 7 is 10. Plus 7 is 17. 10, 17. We got 17 on lock. Which means we just need...
You are closer to your goal.
59 and... Well, 9. We could get this to 20 somehow. Exactly 20, but we need to get it to. I don't see how we can do that, but maybe I'll think of another way later. So for now, let's open up another pack of crypt tiles. Getting a lot of 2s and 1s here. 3, interesting. Well, 3 times 3 is 9, straight off. Yeah, let's just use it.
Only 2 slots
19.
remain.
So we somehow need to get to 19. So 19 minus 7 is 12. Is 3 times 4. But we don't have 4. We have 8. Okay, is there a way we can get to 20 or to 43 with this? We can get to 33 with a 1. That's still 10 off. Okay. You know, by the magic school bus rule, it's time to just try it, you know? That would get us to, using that and then that would get us to 48, which is really close. Then... So that gets us to 24. Is that even gonna get us close? 31... 38, no. 6 times 3 is 18. Times 3 again is going to be a mess, isn't it? 54, yep. Gives us 6 again. 6 times 8, 48. Yeah, once again, not helpful. Maybe 6 plus 30. 36 plus 7. 43 plus 7. 50. There we go. Now we just need 19. Which means we need to get this. If we wanted to do it, we'd need to get it to 12. And there's no way for us to do that. Just isn't possible. Which means we do have to use one more crypt tile. Oh, the leg.
Look at the rule written on each.
Lots of ones I'm noticing. 12 plus 7. Easy as pie. Yay!
Leslie, how much do you think these gold crypt tiles are worth?
Owen, where were you when I told you that the crypt tiles were not made from any known element? And certainly not from real gold.
I
would
must
make
have
them
been
pretty
in
valuable,
that other
no?
dark, wet underground chamber.
You are close to completing your task, but
It's
your
made of something
bones
that
may
nobody
yet
knows
end
what
up
it is.
at the bottom of the sea.
That's
Now
pretty
you
valuable
must
stuff, especially
take
with
note.
these structural
No
properties.
longer are
Like,
the rules inscribed upon my brother's heads.
people would
Now you must.
people would kill for a lot of that, you know? Let's try some gold tiles out here, because I prefer getting the gold tiles to the silver tiles. Okay, I'm noticing a lot of 1s straight off. So let's give this a go. So that's either times 7 or plus 6. Only one way to see. Plus 6. Okay, cool. That's definitely going to be plus 30, because 31 is a prime number. Pretty sure it's a prime number. It's not divisible by 3, and it's not divisible by 7. So I think it's prime. 31 plus 6 would be 37. Oh, but we have nothing higher than 27. That's a bit of a waste. Which means... Actually, I think it's time to get some more tiles. Grab some silver ones. That's probably a 1, 1, something like a 4 or something. 6. Ah, interesting. Okay. So it's either 3 times 3 or plus 2. It is times 3. This is either times 5 or... It's times 5. Okay. Anything we can do with 25. 25 plus 6. Is that getting close? 55, no. 25 times 3, 75, no. Times 5 is 125. Way over what we need. Yeah, so I guess the best we can do is do that and hope we hit something, right? 37, yeah, that's not any of them. Cool. 9, great. Anything we can do with a 9? 9 plus 30 is 39. Is indeed. Beautiful. Well excellent. Done. 6 plus 6. So that's 6 times 6. What we need there. But this is times 3. So 6 times 3 is 18. One move. 18 plus 6 gets us to 24, 30, 36. So we should be able to make that work. 18 plus 6 plus 6. Yes, perfect. Plus 6. Cool.
You are wise.
Anything we can do with it? 13. 13 plus 6 is 19. Not useful. Plus 30, not useful. But 13 plus 6, or rather 13 plus 12 is 25, which is also not useful. 13 times 3 is more than 27, so I don't think that's useful. 8 plus 6, 14, so that is useful. Lovely.
You may survive yet.
2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 5 is 10. Oh! 2 times 5 is 10. Oh shoot, no, that's actually less useful than I thought it was. Well. Yeah. For some reason I thought that if I put it in here it would give me 20, but it obviously doesn't. 10 times 3, 30. Is there any way we can make it work? I don't think there is. If we needed 60, we'd be golden. 36. 42, yeah. And that's that. Only we had a times... Oh, but times 2 wouldn't actually do us any good. 13 plus 6, 19. Plus 6 is not going to be 27. Yeah, 25. Shoot. It's 2 times 6 plus 6, 12. Plus another 6 is still not useful. Okay. Let's try another one. We need just a couple more
Each of my brothers.
7. 7 times 3. It's 21, baby. Let's go.
Clever indeed.
Okay, so then we need... Ideally, we would get 20. Is there any way by multiplying and adding we can get to 20? So that would get us to 5. 5 times 5 plus 6 is 11. Not looking great. Get us 3, 9. Now it's time to just try things, I think. 3, 9. 9 plus 6, 15. 15 times 5 is over. Shoot. Plus. You can just try adding 6 a bunch. I don't think it's gonna get us there. 43. It's gonna get us to 49. A shame. Okay. 15 times 5 is definitely too much. 15 times 3 is 45. Is really close. Oh, he ate it.
That cryptile.
Yeah. Okay, so 1s are not helpful to us. We only need 1 more of those. And it's gonna be that one. 10 times 5, 50. Easy. Easy piece of cake. Mostly because we just wasted more tiles. But hey, we tried. So we've got 5. 5 plus 6, 11. Excellent. 2 times 5, 10. 1 times... And I guess we can always try with these silver tiles that we're not going to end up using. Plus 6, 8, plus 6, 14. Plus 6, 20. Also just 2 plus 6 a bunch of times. It's pretty convenient. 20. Actually, plus 6. Again, it gets us 11. Nice. And then 1 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, and hear me out. 9 times 3, 27. And boom, that's that. There we go! Math! Oh, we're just going down a
Why am I yelling? I can fly!
poorly generated slide.
Hey!
Nice.
We found you!
Great. Now we're all stuck.
Ah! Hurry! Run for your lives! Head for the hills! Just run!
Oh, a spoopy arm that
Hurry up.
missed. Ooh, spooky.
Where are we?
Where are Joni and Santiago?
I can't reach them on the radio. I hope they're okay.
He looks so happy as he says that. Oh, nice. You bend things.
Wow. What is this place?
It looks like we're in a big old specimen lab.
Hurry! This way!
Captain Clark?
Captain Clark? Oh no.
Are you dudes all right?
Get us out of here!
We're trapped in one of those containers.
Leslie, we found your grandpa. He's
a little tied up at the moment. You better get here fast.
We're on our way.
What was that?
I don't know. But
You probably don't want to find out.
We're gonna find out.
I think you'd probably rather not.
Leslie! I figured it out! I think we're on a spaceship.
You think?
Both of you, stop arguing. We
Not
have to
sure
get
how.
across there before those aliens,
How
or
exactly
whatever
came to
they
that
are, catch up
conclusion?
with us.
Doesn't appear that we've got
Access
space.
denied.
Where are we?
Countdown sequence initiated. T-minus 16 quagnots.
Who are you?
Access to biosphere containment tank 1 is denied. To initiate the bridge sequence, spell words to create a safe path across.
That's pretty easy.
Not that crazy language again. Don't you have anything in English? I'm really good at English.
Pick up the letter tiles from the ground and place them in the empty spots on the bridge.
Probably
I
because
will tell you each word you must spell to complete the bridge.
I makes it
Spell
easy.
this word, caught. Some islanders suspect that they're
Pretty simple stuff.
Now spell this word, throne. King George sat on
P-H-R R O N N E.
Now spell this word, revolution. Americans banded to...
No, and... Nope, move over you. R-E-V. Nope. I wish I could just type it. Is it O or E? Probably... Did it!
Access to the biosphere containment tank is granted. You may cross.
Yay! Fantastic, we're the best. Can I cross? Oh. Nice!
This is astounding. There appear to be hundreds of different Earth species stored here, like specimens in a laboratory.
They're frozen, or like zombified.
I wonder what the aliens want with all these specimens.
Access to biospheric chamber will be denied for the duration of this experiment. Biospheric chamber status intact and full of Earthling brains. Step forward and identify.
I think it thinks we're aliens. Let's get some information.
Remind me again why we keep Earthling brains in our biospheric chambers?
Sustenance. Human brains are served in the finest restaurants. Please identify.
Brains? They eat human brains? You'd better watch out, Leslie. They'll want your big brain for sure.
We're just a couple of, specimen keepers, specimen experts trying to release the, specimens.
Specimens are released by indicating the correct predator-prey simulation formula that will allow said species to flourish on our planet. Begin and identify.
Well, it looks like they might have found out. There's something I click on?
To release specimens, first run a simulation. Select two Earth species, a predator and a prey. If the simulation indicates that they can survive together for 4 Sorlax, approximately 200 Earth years, then all specimens in this chamber will be released.
How are we gonna know which species to select? Everything's written in alien.
Laptrap, interface with this computer.
I'd love to, but I'm having a bad shell day.
Laptrap.
All right. Kids,
Not sure why,
they got no respect for their turtles.
Whoa, thanks, Laptrap. It looks like we need to select one predator from the list on the left and one prey from the list on the right.
It's interesting because, you know, these 3 are also prey, you know, to this one. That one's prey to that one, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, let's go with that one and...
You can change the start.
Okay.
All specimens.
I do happen to know this pairing exists.
Remember,
Really?
both species must survive for 200 Earth years for the simulation to be successful. After you select a predator...
Wait, which one is the... Oh, so we need more sea otters? I have a feeling this is just a bad pairing here. We were pretty successful with like, was it 20 that it was most successful at? There we go. Pretty wild fluctuations, though.
Survival.
Yay.
I hear something. We better hit
Accept the Ronin.
Yes! We did it!
Cool.
It's
Your
so
brains for
nice
the
that
lunch
these,
Come on, let's get out of here.
they really went all in on the aliens.
Access to Biosphere Containment Tank 2 is denied.
Deja vu, dude.
Yeah,
This
no
place
kidding.
is
They
just like the
literally
other
just
one.
palette swapped.
To initiate the bridge sequence, spell words to create a safe path. Spell this word. Brought. The captain brought the maps over to the...
B. No, there. E. R. O. E. H. A. No, I guess I... Listen to you.
Now spell this word. Horrible. The howling of the dogs created a
no. R. I. B. L. E. Wait, what's my word?
To spell the word, move the letter tiles below into the empty spaces on the bridge.
don't know what my word is.
Spell this word. Remain. Because traveling.
Nope, there's no J there. E. N. A. Okay.
Now spell this word. Scent. Most people find the scent of rose.
We got a C, we got an... Nope, an E. T. S. It's awfully convenient these aliens just
scale. The scale of the
their
plans were 1/8 the size of the model.
Security to you know, basic puzzles, right? They're like, humans will never figure out puzzles that are meant to be, you know, solved by a 5th grader. Oh look, it's another one of these.
There appear to be hundreds of other Earth species frozen here.
Okay, I don't care. Predator prey, anaconda, ocelot, pit viper. You know, I like the idea of the pit viper with the rat. Let's add some rats. So far, so good. Have we achieved some kind of stability? Oh, looks like we might have.
Survival.
Oh, the aliens are busting through again.
I hear something.
We better hit accept and get.
We
Nice.
did it.
We did it again.
Pure brains for the lunch crowd.
Oh, now they're stuck in yellow.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Access to Biosphere Containment Tank 3 is denied. Spell this word. Cooperate. The
C. O. O. E. E. R. A. No. A. A. E. E. Thank you for
now
sticking by and
spell this
watching
word. Challenge. One way to improve is to.
One way to improve is to challenge your developers to make their interfaces a little less horrible, which is another word you previously used.
To spell the word, spell this word. Equator. Temperatures are warmer near the
interesting one. E Q U no U yes. Equate. Equat. OR nicely. O.
Now spell this word. Latitude. Latitude is used.
Latitude.
Now spell this word. Angle. The angle.
Ah, that's a word I know. Like all these other words. But, you know, at least it's not 18 bajillion letters long, right? Yay, we did it. Okay, this should be the last one. Okay, let's start with a wolf. Actually, better yet, let's start with owls and foals. Just crank it up there. Owls, Yay, we did it.
All right.
Yay, they're all free. And they didn't get duped. Uh-oh. Oh, we finally get a clear look at the aliens, and they are kind of terrifying. Oh, that was...
They're coming!
Wow. Hey, look at all these buttons.
Don't
Sure
touch
looks like a
them.
lot of buttons.
We don't know what they'll
About
do.
8.
Dudes, what do we have
8
to
of them.
lose?
Owen's right.
I mean, they could open the door and kill you all.
Launch
Uh-oh.
sequence engaged.
Oh, that's
T-minus
convenient.
Blorsnot Mitorx and counting. Blorsnotch. Boogert tie unk. Boogert tie me. Boogert tie branch. Boogert tie blord. Boogert tie boog. Boogert.
Well, that's convenient. Her house didn't get rained on anymore. You should have stopped pressing buttons. It's launching. At least they're consistent to their characters. Keep pulling in all the eels?
There you are!
What eels?
Chickens! Climb on board!
What's that sound?
I think I pressed the tsunami button.
Gangway!
Oh, that's mighty convenient. Oh, it exploded. I thought it was supposed to launch.
Wow.
That
Where did
launch,
it
not
go?
collapse. There we go. That's more like it. Oh, just like that.
No one is going to believe this.
Nope.
Yes, they will. We have proof.
We do?
Yes, sir. There
No,
are
you
still
don't.
2 cryptiles left in Joni's backpack.
Oops.
I thought it was feeling kind of light.
Oh, no.
Where
No,
are they?
2.
Out there.
Probably in the water. Yay! And that's the Cluefinders. Oh, okay, that's kind of clever. Thank you. Wow, I'm surprised at how fast that was. I remember I used to play this game like multiple days running, and yeah, I'd only be able to play an hour at a time, but still, like, it took me a lot more than 3 hours to do this. I think I spent way more time, not necessarily on the, like, inside, but just getting to inside, especially at, like, the fish within the fish and the face within the face, right? I think I spent a lot more time working on those and, you know, having to collect more tiles, more crypt tiles for it, rather than being able to get so many of them correct this quickly. So I think that definitely helped. But hey, I guess if no one else has ever done that, I don't think I've seen anyone else play this game all the way through, so I guess this counts as the world record speed run of 5th grade adventures, unless someone else has done it in, you know, sub 3 hours 15. I mean, I guess technically I'm sub 3 hours 15, but not that much. Yay! We did it. I'm quite tired. Yeah. I'm gonna end there, I think. I might do this tomorrow. It depends how work goes, what I have to do for work, that sort of thing. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for staying along for the ride. Yeah, I realized this was probably pretty boring most of the time, so I do appreciate that you stuck around to see the whole journey, whoever you are. Yeah, I might be back tomorrow. I'll probably be back around like 3 p.m. if I can. I like to aim for 3 p.m. Actually, that's probably a lie. I'll probably be around at like 4 or 5 p.m. instead of 3 p.m. I'd like to be here around 3 p.m., but it's more likely to be 4 or 5 if I do, and it's definitely not certain that I will. Anyhow, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging around, and I'll see you next time.